It's so much easier to say, the program sucks, they didn't do this properly, they didn't guide me, they didn't give me that, right? It's so much easier to do that than to be fully honest and ask ourselves, did I really give it my all? Yes, all. Did I really show up and do that uncomfortable work? And let's just zoom in on that uncomfortable part of the story. Yes? It takes courage to transform yourself. It takes courage to transform an area of your life, whether that is getting out of financial limitations and limiting beliefs around money and start creating abundance. It's going to take a real sincere heart to go from here in your financial level to somewhere over here. And that journey will require you to take consistent action, will require you to follow diligently a plan that will help you get there. It will require you to be coachable. I want to share with you the truth about being coachable, right? With so many people buying coaching programs all the time, and some of them feeling like, I'm not getting the results from this coaching. Is this the coaching? Is it me? Is it the coaching? Is it the teacher? Is it the program? Or whatever. There's a lot of chaos and craziness these days moving around in this question of whether a coaching program is going to work for you, right? So here's what I believe, that every single coaching program can work if you follow it carefully and if you dedicate yourself. I do believe that the people who have created these programs do have a system that can work if the system is followed with heart, with sincerity, and if you can really show up to the process. Now, the problem that goes on these days is that people buy a ton of different programs. So they're in this program, they're in that program, they have a lot of programs, and in the end, they cannot dedicate themselves to the diligence and the focus it's going to take, right? So we know this, whatever you're trying to create with a coaching program, whether that is trying to lose weight, or whether you're trying to build a six-figure expert business, or whether you're trying to pivot from working in a corporate space to being an entrepreneur, and you have a coach supporting you and helping you with that. It's all about consistent focus. Yes, consistency in the focus. Okay? And in a coaching program, it is important to create momentum. Okay? And momentum comes, I'm going to use that word again, through consistent action. Right? Now, the problem with a lot of these coaching things is that they're disrupting old patterns, right? The coaching program is designed to be disruptive, to get you outside of your comfort zone, to get you doing things that you might not want to do. Yes, you might not even feel that this is not me. I don't want to do it. But that's the thing. That is why it's going to help you, because you need to create a new version of you, right? So the old you that's saying, this isn't me, what they're asking me to do doesn't feel like me. This is the part that you need to be very aware of. I see so many people buying into that story, right? That this coaching program is not me, right? But that's the thing. What you're trying to create is a new and more powerful, awesome version of yourself. Right? And so that you is uncomfortable with doing these things that are going to create that new version of yourself. Ooh, that is sexy and deep. Let's just take a moment to let it sink in. Okay? If you could create from the old version of yourself a successful seven-figure or six-figure coaching practice, you basically wouldn't need a coach to do it, right? You have all the tools, you have all the know-how, and you know what to do. So why would you need a coaching program to do that, right? So the thing is that you need to become a new version of yourself, to take on the new ideas that these coaching programs will be offering you. Yes, they will demand you to do things outside of your comfort zone. And if you're coachable, which I know that very few people actually are, you will be willing to do those things, to create new levels of consciousness inside of your system, to find new levels of self. So I'll give you some perfect examples of, I have been joining epic coaches on their training programs and finding myself struggling with doing the things that they were asking me to do. And so a good student recognizes that this is exactly why I signed up for this program, to do the things I don't want to do, because that's what's going to create the results, the new results that I don't know how to create and that I haven't yet created. If I could do that, just being comfortable and feeling like this is me and I can just do everything so comfortably and it just so feels so right, right? Then everybody would be doing it and we wouldn't need any coaching programs to coach anybody, right? So I just really want you to take a good look at your coachability index, right? Do you consider yourself highly coachable? Do you consider yourself like, well, I'm a bit coachable, but I love my comfort zone? Or maybe you join coaching programs, but you know you're not coachable at all. And then you distract yourself by joining more programs and trying to find the next and this program and that program. And let me jump to this program because this program I don't think has the right fit and that. And meanwhile, it's all about escaping to actually focus and get the work done. Step by step, breath by breath, day by day, further and further outside of your comfort zone. Commitment, showing up. I show up to this program and I will be guided. I will allow myself to be guided by this coaching program. Guided to, that's the first step. That's the second step. That's the third step. And I will understand the result that you're trying to create from doing this coaching program, right? And to create results, you need to be disruptive and you need to change the pattern of behavior. So here's what I would love to encourage you to do. I would love to encourage you to get very clear about what you want to create, right? And get a program and get involved and really go deep in, right? Show up powerfully. If they say it's a 60-day program, then be there for 60 days, doing everything that they're asking you to do and watch the magic happen. I'm pretty sure that a lot of programs, and I mean a high percentage of programs, are designed for success, okay? But it is easy to feel like this didn't work for me because you didn't commit. Yeah. You didn't understand why you even bought the program in the first place and what's the point that you're trying to get, right? Because if it's post more on social media and get whatever amount of following, trust me, I do believe if I would buy a program today, cheap or expensive, and I would do everything I was guided to do, I know I would get results out of that program because it's a proven system. These people are teaching something that they have proven over this works. And this is the method for it to work, right? Now, I know I'm pushing some of your buttons with this, right? Because it's so much easier to not be responsible for our growth path when we take on programs. It's so much easier to say, the program sucks. They didn't do this properly. They didn't guide me properly. They didn't give me that, right? It's so much easier to do that than to be fully honest with ourselves and ask ourselves, did I really give it my all? Yes, all. Did I really show up and do that uncomfortable work? And let's just zoom in on that uncomfortable part of the story. Yes? It takes courage to transform yourself. It takes courage to transform an area of your life, whether that is getting out of financial limitations and limiting beliefs around money and start creating abundance. It's going to take a real sincere heart to go from here in your financial level to somewhere over here. And that journey will require you to take consistent action, will require you to follow diligently a plan that will help you get there. It will require you to be coachable. But it is worth it. It is worth it to commit 100% and fully to any program you take on. Here's another secret that you should know about coachability. Invest big in yourself. Invest big, and it will help you show up big. It's not a complete answer, because some people will invest big, get scared, and run off anyway, right? That's just how some people are going to operate when it comes to coaching and coachability, because they haven't understood that one factor, which is I need to be able to hear the things I don't want to hear, feel the emotions I don't want to feel, and go through and do the things I don't want to do. Okay, I know that that has been my journey. Now, if someone else has another story, it's going to be their truth-telling Thursday, right? But this is my truth-telling Thursday, and I know that I've created the success that I have in my life today because I've had coaches who could identify my BS, okay, like just call me on it and tell me exactly what to do to move past it. A lot of what I was asked to do didn't feel comfortable at all. I remember times where I would cry because I felt so uncomfortable with what I was, what my coach was suggesting I do. And I have to say, when I look back now, it's almost funny how terrified I felt about certain things, simple things, right? Picking up the phone and calling someone to tell them about my coaching business, to tell them that, hey, I am helping people to get more peace and joy in their life. Would you like to have a deeper conversation about this? And I couldn't even imagine doing it. I felt so, that's so awful. I don't want to do that, right? And I started to do it. I had all those negative feelings. And then I started to move past that and understood that if I want people to engage in what I'm doing, they need to know what I'm doing. And there's various different ways of people knowing what you're doing. One of them is calling them up and telling them. The other one is posting on social media and inviting people to take action. The other one is posting videos and saying, hey guys, this is what I do, and if it sounds sexy, click the link below. But it's about being visible, right? And when I'm telling the story now, I can't even imagine that there was a time that I would feel uncomfortable, right? Like calling someone and just asking them if they knew someone or if they were interested in my services, because obviously I've completely moved past those limiting beliefs, thoughts, and feelings. Okay? And we attach that to, I don't like people calling me up and trying to sell something, right? So we attach this negative thing, which I also don't like, but I do like people calling me up and connecting with me and and letting me know what they're doing. And if it connects with me, I'm like, yeah, thank you so much for letting me know about this. Yes, I would love to join. Yes, I didn't know that. Yes. So, we find reasons to stay in our limited small thinking and feel justified. But I'm here to tell you, be coachable. Yes, go all in when you invest in a training program. Understand what the ask is in the training. Understand what you're being asked to do, which is mostly to stay in radical action to what you say you want, right? To commit with heart and passion and love into the process, understanding that it's a process, understanding that it will challenge you, understanding that it might even make you want to run away and say it's too much, I can't handle it. That's all part of great training programs. Yeah, the great ones. They get in and they trigger you. And if you can stay present and open your heart and understand, oh, I'm here to learn a new me. I'm here to claim a new version of myself. I'm here to open my mind and see where limiting beliefs and stories are making me play a small game in my life, right? And, for me, taking those small steps, like just being able to pick up the phone and talk to someone about what I'm doing, opened up the doorway to me to be able to stand in front of a bigger audience and offer my services and ask people to take action. So it's about those tiny steps outside of your comfort zone, nailing one, or let's say dismantling one level of ego and discovering another new powerful version of yourself, right? It's awesome to get results in a training program, and you deserve that. But understand it is in your hands how you're going to use the program and your relationship and understanding to growth. Growth is uncomfortable. You might cry, you might kick and scream, but if you love yourself enough, you will honor those moments when you feel, no, I don't want it. You'll understand, ooh, get excited. Your biggest breakthroughs are in those emotions, right? In that, feels yucky, I don't, yeah, that's where you want to lean in. Okay, that's where you want to go. Let's go. Okay, because trust me when I tell you, with everything that is pure and good inside of me, that is where your biggest transformations lie, and that those bigger quantum leaps that will allow you to start doing and creating things that only existed in your imagination. Like you couldn't even imagine that you could do and accomplish those things. They lie outside of your comfort zone, not inside. So make sure that you're being honest with yourself, being sincere about, are you coachable? Yes. And if you take a program, any program, and you are sincere and you dedicate yourself diligently, and especially when those triggers get triggered, you lean in and you don't run away, you will only have good things to say, because you will understand the power of doing the work that nobody wants to do. Everyone wants to talk about living their dreams, talk about living and creating beautiful lives where they, make money with their passion, where they live on the beach or in Bali, or, travel and do whatever they want. But the icky part of clearing all the limiting beliefs and stories, so you can actually step in, yes, and create the you that will be able to create that gorgeous dream that you have. Very few people want to truly do that work. And I hope that this Truth Telling Thursday is going to help you. If you're listening to this, you needed this message to step in, get messy, get uncomfortable, commit yourself to, whether it's a weight loss program, whether it's this program, and remember what I said. The more you feel, no, get excited. That program has hit the head on the nail. That's where the transformation lies. Yeah? Inside of your no. Right? Say yes. Say yes and watch yourself transform with that program. Okay? So that's all I have to give to you guys today. Please share this message, because I think we need it out there in this, in this environment where everybody is buying coaching programs left, right, and center, not using them, discarding, not even understanding the value of what they have in their hands, or just simply, feeling more comfortable to blame the programs, right? Because it's easier to do that than to say, I just did not apply myself with all of my heart and sincerity, right? So go ahead and react to this video in whichever way you feel is truthful for you. But I hope it has been informative, and I hope that you're going to share it with more people. Mwah! Love you guys, and thank you for listening and supporting the Mahima Mindset and all of these things that we do to try to create a deeper conversation for growth, for love, for connection, for honesty, right? In the world that we're living in today. We need more of it. So share this video with as many people as you can so that we can have more of these beautifully designed programs, create beautiful results for people so that people understand the responsibility that they have inside of those coaching programs. Love you guys. Stay cool. Keep the love flowing. Mwah.